The Federal Executive Council, the President has given women 31% of all the positions in the Federal Executive Council. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria where you have 13 ministers in very powerful ministries in this country. Ministries such as finance and economy, ministries such as education, such as health, such as defense, such as housing, such as education. All these water resources, these ministries are being run by women. And let me report that from aviation to education to all the ministries, you have seen additional performance throughout the country. This is very, very important. And what this is telling Nigerians is that women can do the same thing that men will do. There is no difference anymore. All you need is the brain and the capacity and the good values. And the president is really now bringing Nigerian women to the forefront. It's an opportunity for them to shine and to do their best in national development. Your Excellency, in the North, the president has targeted agriculture. I don't want to speak on agriculture until we come to KB. But in terms of education, human capital development, Your Excellency, you will see that in the last 2 days or 4 days we have been here, you notice that first the federal government has decided that every state should have a university. Why should some states have federal university and some will not have? KB state is known as the state of equity. It is not equitable for some states to have federal universities while KB and others will not have. So the president has just announced a new university for KB state, and we are now working with KB state government to ensure the takeoff of the federal university here in Birni KB in 2014. In addition to this, the federal government, through the Tertiary Education Fund, which used to be ETF, it is now Tertiary Education Trust Fund. We are making massive interventions in higher institutions in the country, federal, state, and even private sector. Yesterday we went to KB State University, and we saw the number of projects being undertaken by the federal government in that university. Lecture theaters are being developed, laboratories are being provided by the federal government, and a number of infrastructure. In fact, the Vice Chancellor yesterday was so grateful that the President has made such huge interventions in KB State University. But over and above this, we went to the Federal Polytechnic here in KB today, and we saw that there is a lot of transformation going on there since we took it over in 2007. The new administrative block is ready. It is already being occupied. We have the convocation square. We have lecture theaters being developed by the federal government in this new polytechnic taken over by us. And the most important thing we saw in the polytechnic in KB today is the equipping of laboratories and workshops to give polytechnic education sound footing. The federal government, just in the last 3 years, has equipped 51 polytechnics all over the country, giving them modern facilities, engineering, electronics, everything that you need to operate as a polytechnic, we are providing them. And we saw that the polytechnic in Bachi has had quite a lot of these facilities already provided by the federal government. So this is to emphasize the need for technical education here in KB. And KB is so crucial because in the North, KB is struggling to take its seat educationally, and KB has been really doing very well in education for a long time. So what we want is for us to partner with KB State so that we can upgrade what we are doing in the state. Now, Your Excellency, if you also look at the Almajiri school we saw, the president promised in 2011 that he was confronted by the reality that 9.5 million Nigerian children in the northern part of the country were not going to modern schools. 9.5 million is more than the population of so many West African countries. And these children don't go to normal schools, the regular schools. Quranic education, religious education is number one. Because unless you teach people the fear of God, Western education cannot work. So Quranic education is very crucial because our children must learn their culture, learn their religion, learn to worship God so that they can serve man. But in addition to religious education, people in the modern world are in need of skills that will make them operate in the modern world and develop their society. And so the president decided that if one Nigerian child is out of school, That is very dangerous for the country, because that one child in the street of Kebbi or Sokoto or Kano or Nasarawa or Benue may be the Albert Einstein, may be the Chinua Achebe, may be the Wole Soyinka. That small child that you leave on the street may be the formula that will transform our country. And that is why the president insists that all these children must go to school. And presently, sir, for the first time in the history of our country, the president is building over 100 Almajiri schools all over northern Nigeria, including the southwest, including the south-south. We just saw the model school here in Birni Kebbi. Let me thank the governor for saying, look, he is going to do everything to ensure that the Almajiri integrated school here in Kebbi will be very, very functional for the children of Kebbi State.